Привет, друзья! С вами Александр, и мы продолжаем прохождение Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Всем приятного просмотра, и мы начинаем. Естественно, я забыл, как всегда, опять сделать эту манипуляцию, поэтому секундочку. Вспоминаю об этом, как обычно, как запускаю стрим. Поэтому все пошло. Всем приятного просмотра. Мы начинаем. Поехали. Что надо присоединиться к остальным за завтраком? Не пойдет такое? Раз не пойдет, пойдем пожарим с ними. А у меня отмычек нет.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these
Окей, все, пошло.
exquisite
Всем приятного
woods.
просмотра, мы начинаем.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Бля.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany
Я
him on
думал,
the hunt
песика грохнул.
And
Всё нормально.
I shot a boar.
and made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
Опа.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were two.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna Juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
Yeah.
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans, and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falcon and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now.
Да,
We're
надо
here on an
возвращаться.
important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zhelioth, you'll see the
Так у нас же
castle.
забрали это
Alright.
письмо.
I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma
Opa.
had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll
Окей.
see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
Хотел я пошаманить с спасительным шнапсом.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity. and your
Важный
good
момент,
hearts.
когда вы
And
хотите
you have
высказать.
rightfully
Ah!
earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir.
Он спать хочет. Ой, да? А, вонючка. Подожди, стой, я могу помыться где-то здесь. И не так вонять. Пойдет? Да, прокатило.
Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held
Старый,
up
ты
with
где?
Austerwitz.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
I tried to sell some baskets and ointments there, and I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then you shouldn't sell so deep.
What about the rest of our company?
Twice as much as we
Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand.
А
a
там
chance.
какой-то то-то, Тита.
You're right. We shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads.
Деда жалко,
Known
да.
since childhood. Damn it.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was
Тита то-то. Как там, блядь?
Istvan Toth.
О, тот.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
Time to do something useful. The days are long.
You don't believe me?
It's not that I don't believe you. It just doesn't make any sense.
А хрен его
No, I'm
знает.
not. I'd never mistake him for anyone else.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack.
А вот хрен его знает.
It was dark. God knows what you saw.
Хер
I
с-
saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes, we'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good.
Тебе дать? У меня есть
Might need
еще.
it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
А песика. Бля. Я думал, все диалоги можно прослушать. Ну ладно. Всем добро пожаловать, приятного просмотра, друзья. Бля, потом надо заехать, вернуть как. Это саундтрек. Вархор Студио Продакшн. Ленка Михалкова. Прикольно. Секунду. Анна Почесова. Мартин Зиглер. Вроде отопление включено, холодно сейчас. Так, я там что-то трохи... О, они в какое-то село пришли. Оделся, я был пиздец. Дан Варва. Или Варва. А, я думал, они там останутся.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber.
Баба. Это цирюльник?
I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Курва мать.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sahanash of Lipa.
Что-то тишина какая-то. О, идет какой-то.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No!
We fucking don't!
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed
Да
by
пиздец.
outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
Getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
Пиздец.
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Так. И что ты придумал? Ага. Бухать?
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Цветы
I
почтальон.
expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
Вот.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Так.
Food. About bloody time.
И что?
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
Опа.
What's that woman from the pond?
Or the one you gave us away for?
Find better that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
Только дай я сам подойду, и дай я умоюсь, от меня смердит.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash
Вот, я про это и
yourself
говорил,
up
надо
at the
обмыться
trough
было.
first, stinking up my establishment.
Давай.
Them nomads is an acrobat who does all kinds of tricks.
Oh. Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha. So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Пиздец, блядь.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be
Yo.
there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Узнали.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never
Ну
had
да.
nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting
Ой,
you to
да
work.
ладно.
Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
From far away.
I ain't been further than the back of me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's
Давай
talking about
рассказывай.
nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bat-house wench.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will.
А,
Samin is his vassal.
Who is this Semin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him.
окей.
Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests
Mhm.
only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over
Uh-huh.
there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a
Okay.
good lad at heart.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
Окей.
And what can I get for you?
Так с вами поговорить? А.
Cheers. Cheers. Good day.
Good day. What did I do to you?
Замок. Надеюсь, это не мне кричат. Что поменялось? Ну, это понятно. А как с вами потрындеть? А, вот, может, с тобой.
Greetings to you.
Likewise, lad. I haven't seen you here before. Where are you from?
Я не местный.
I'm not from around here. I'm just an ordinary tradesman who minds his own business.
An ordinary tradesman, you say?
I find that hard to believe. Me and Crazel have had our eye on you for a while now.
You look like beggars, but you talk like learned fellows. You two are an odd pair, all right.
Do me a favor. It's obvious they're two hard-up students, or apprentices. What do they call you, lad?
I'm Henry.
So, Henry, what was it you were after?
Since you've joined us.
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts. What do you know about it?
That's right. A big affair in Samine.
Everyone wants to go.
And anyone who's not invited is trying to worm their way in somehow. Not me, though. I couldn't give a toss.
Because you weren't invited, eh?
Of course I was invited. But what do I care about young Samine and the bailiff's lass? We're all just playthings in God's hands. One day, our earthly bonds will vanish in time, like smoke.
Trying to sound clever again, are you, Crazel?
All I'm saying is that these petty affairs of men leave me cold.
Sod that, it's going to be big. Even Lord von Burgo himself is going to be at the wedding. And he hardly ever shows his face in public.
Вот оно это надо.
Could someone get to the wedding without an invitation?
Someone? You mean? Forget it, looking like that.
Well, I think it might be possible, using certain methods. Play of light and shadow, a cloak as black as night.
What are you going on about? More Miller's witchery?
О, медленно.
All right. I won't say another word.
Semin's bound to keep a damn close eye on his big day. So you won't get in without an invitation.
Would it be possible to get to von Burgov, even though he keeps his distance from people?
I don't know. He's either locked away in his castle or traveling somewhere. And he's powerful and important. So the only chance of meeting him is at the wedding. At least for us who are invited.
And everybody will want something from him. He'll be dancing for joy, I can tell you.
So, how can I get to the wedding?
The best thing would be to find a job that'll be needed there.
All right. There's always lots of hands needed at a wedding. As the hours pass and the guests raise their goblets, they'll lower their guard.
Я еще работаю.
For work.
And what can you do?
I can do a lot of things. But mainly, I'm a blacksmith.
Bugger me. A blacksmith, you say? That makes two of us. And my apprentices have just vanished along with my goods, the bastards, when I'm swamped with work. If you're not talking shit and you can wield a hammer, we'll shake on it. And if you prove your worth, I'll even take you to that wedding.
Опа.
Why would you work at a forge? Come and work for me at the mill. It's a cleaner job and easier. And I can get you to that wedding too.
Leave it out, you rogue. I asked him first.
Бля.
My own pa was a blacksmith, so I spent my whole childhood at the forge. I know how to handle a hammer and bellows.
Bugger me, that's a lot more than the last lot I had. Whenever you're passing by that way, drop into my forge in Takov and ask for Radovan.
А зачем тебя спрашивать, если это ты? Уйти.
I've got to be going.
Wait, there's something else I want to
Давай.
ask. What's your story? Are you students? Apprentices?
You ain't, are you? You look too scruffy.
We're messengers who were supposed to deliver a letter to Sir Otto von Berghoff. We set up camp down by the pond, and in the evening we were attacked by bandits. They slaughtered our men. It was only through luck that we saved our skins. We lost everything, even the letter. So they wouldn't let us into the castle.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'd send you packing myself. But it's true, there's bandits marauding in these parts. They're getting bolder and bolder. Even attacked a patrol from the castle recently.
Aye, these are evil times. Nothing ever happened like that in King Charles's day.
Farewell then, Henry.
Farewell.
Давай. Ой, стой, игрок. В основной что там можно вкинуть? Так. При потере будет 7 из 245. Ну, наверное, если будем терять, то на десятку меньше. Ой, стой, назад давай. Игрок. В красноречии вот меня интересует. При продаже оружия, состояние которого влезет к идеальному, это на них будет на 10 выше. А значит легче. Говоришь, о, это хорошо. Ну, идеал я навряд ли буду продавать. Это давай. Аскеп. Сытость уменьшается медленно. Ну, голод это такое, поэтому... И в ловкости. Урон падения, ловкость непонятно для исполнения. Да, вот это давай. Падать будем. Все, по-моему, больше ничего.
Butcher? Safe? What?
There'd have to be two of us.
Давай.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
So I noticed, and you took your time coming back to me. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Berghoff is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Sir Older, the son of a respected nobleman from nearby Semine Fort, is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, the local bailiff. It's the talk of the town. Invitation only, it seems. But getting to the wedding isn't as impossible as it might seem. There'll be lots of jobs to do for it. So we could get there as help for the blacksmith, or miller, and maybe someone else.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Berghoff will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of work involved in a wedding like that. That's our chance.
Work. Well, if you want. But how will you get me to the wedding?
Well, I thought we could both get jobs there.
I'm sure there are other options.
Бля.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Log sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble.
Ой,
but my
бля,
blood's still
начинается.
blue.
Кровь
People will
голубая.
remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's
Ой,
God's
бля.
law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks?
Я понял.
That's against God and nature.
Римско-католическое дворянство.
I understand. I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks. Even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favor.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates.
Да.
But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice.
Ты
Although,
куда-то шла?
if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Ладно, сиди, бухай. Пойдем тянуть.
God, I'm bored shitless. Oof, that isn't half heavy. Oh.
А где оно? Можно...
Look out!
Так. Где-то не там, да? Или там все-таки? А, все правильно. Ну, что делать? Будем тягать. Форум приветствия. Помощь. А есть? Ладно.
It's a nice place to rest when you're passing by in the summer. The only bit of shade far and wide.
That's just it. Some noble was resting on it. Not for shade, but because it was pissing down. All the more reason to leave it be. Aye, but the weather has been
Чуть даже не знаю, как это дальше будет развиваться. Интересно. Прикольно это все. Ну, как-то в первой части мы как-то поинтереснее начали. Ну, будем тягать мышки. Он их пододвигает или что?
Is that supposed to be Latin?
Clever you.
А где он сидит, бухает? Там где-то. А есть что у нас кое-что? А, у меня этот ночик. Ну это хорошо, я узнал, где кости. Это хорошо, конечно. Камычек нет, вот это вот меня не радует. Ой, молоко. Так. Я пока прикрою. И начнем. Блять. Молоко пригодится. Эти семена, нет? Давай, все сюда. Молоко пригодится. Сюда. Можно я?
Christ, pardon me.
Ничего страшного.
What did you say? Say it again. It was their own fault.
Кто?
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Stop insulting our dead companions.
What dead companions? You think I'm gonna fall for that cock and bull story?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Did you hear what that lying nobody wants?
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me, you and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Didn't you hear? Apologize to him.
Oh no! Reinforcements! I'm so scared! Take your numbskull friend and get out of our
А
village.
то что?
Right now!
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on then.
You scum!
На. А можно мне с кем-то помахаться? Я тоже хочу. О!
No, you don't.
Oh, you stink all the way over here.
Ну, блядь, 2 на 1, хорош. У меня есть, блядь.
Let him have it!
This is unbelievable.
This won't end well for you. Don't spare it!
I hope.
Hope it doesn't hurt anyone else. Let him
Yeah,
out!
fuck that.
Show what you're made of!
You're no match for us, fucker!
Nice hit!
Shame on you!
Yo, Mr. Mendez!
He won't get me.
Vermin! Yeah! Don't spare him!
Прямо в блок работает.
Get him!
Блядь, ну...
Come on then. I hope. You're no match for us, fucker. Shut up!
Ребят.
Filthy vermin! Shame on you!
Бля, ребят, по одному.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
На! Бля.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
Добро пожаловать, всем приятного просмотра, друзья.
If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are? Well, nothing to say for yourself? Just as well. It's your fault we're in this fucking pillory.
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologize. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? Ah, what an idiot I was to stand up for you.
And what good did it do? Fuck all! If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame?
No,
You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realized it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
И что же?
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Спасибо.
Isn't that? What's Otto? Where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding.
Okay.
I bid you farewell.
Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
А мешки мы будем дотягивать или не? Или не надо? А каждый ваш поступок, если вы совершили преступление, окружающий мир, вы реагируете на что такое преступление. Все то, что добровольно считается преступлением, нельзя убивать невинных, красть, вырваться, причинять справедливым. Если кто-то застал тебя на месте, он может сообщить или самостоятельно полезть в драку. Впрочем, даже если тебя не поймали с поличным, это не значит, что тебя все люди не могут догадаться, что преступление твоих людей. Ага, репутация влияет на то, как к вам относятся. Если вы кому-то нравитесь, человек будет приветствовать вас, торговцы могут сделать скидку. Если же вас терпеть не могут, то разговаривать не станут. Вы можете улучшить свою репутацию, выполняя задание. Улучшить можно, совершая преступление, поступая бесчестно. Люди рассказывают друг другу о том, как вы себя ведете, так что если вы кому-то поможете, наведите об этом на другие. Репутацию всегда можно исправить, купив индульгенцию или совершив покаяние в паломничестве, в которое вас исправят священники. Если в округе происходит много люди становятся победителями, вооружаются, стражи посылают за подкрепление, когда обстановка нормальная, все вернется на круг.
Suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up lord of Perkstein.
Окей.
It's about time. Come here.
Поговорить.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be
За
thanking
что?
you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskins.
You're welcome. At least it was good for
Ну
something.
да.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Oh.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman,
No,
but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at
Alright.
least that's what the poor man said.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower, that is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Не надо. Окей.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary or help in the tavern, but I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller or a nomad, but don't say it too loud. The
Okay.
locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Давай, быстрое перемещение, это хорошо. Так, а мне надо дотягать? Еба далеко. Чапать. А кто из вас с заданием? Ты?
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my official pizzle?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy, but he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is in charge of things.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think? Up in the castle.
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about it? That's your problem. I'm not going to put in a word for you. I hardly know you.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
I went past your garden the other day. It was going mad, barking and growling at me like I was a stranger.
What did I do to
He
you?
never used to be like that.
I know, sorry. He's getting old and losing his wits.
I'd like to buy something. Where can I find some merchants around here?
If it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village, of course. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help you.
That poor dog.
What's new, bailiff?
Nothing special. Fortunately, Troskovitz is a quiet village. It's peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far, thank God. Just here and there a brawl in the tavern or the neighbour's errant cow. Well, that's how it was until recently, at least.
And what happened?
What do you think? It started with that nomadic riffraff, theft of hens and sheep, then continued with ambushes on the road. And then the wolves started to come in from the forests on account of the poachers killing off their prey. Oh, and then our master Chamberlain Ulrich. Oh my God. But that's no business of yours, understand?
I understand. That's your business, bailiff. What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going on in Tackle.
Добро пожаловать, всем приятного просмотра, друзья.
Probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Zhelyevites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region, now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you.
Окей, что у нас дальше по заданиям есть? Подсказчик по местам, подсказчик по местам. Пойдем. Не, замок мы вскрывать не будем. Чё, сразу не было к этому рихтаржу пойти? А, нет. Будем честным, красивым. А у меня есть одежда? Она грязная. Ну, понятно, что вещи ухудшатся, но что делать? Так, ну мы вроде оделись более-менее. Так, а у меня по навыкам больше ничего нету? Нет, пока по навыкам ничего. И как мне попасть сюда? Почему? Или сейчас тишина, спокойствие. Ладно. А тут у нас что? Сушильня, корчма. Ладно. Подожди, в мешках ничего нет? Окей, вываливаем туда. Ну, гнездо есть, лука нет, поэтому я не вижу смысла оставаться пока что. Там дальше. Спасибо. У меня деньги вообще какие-то есть? Нет, у меня денег вообще нет.
God bless. What would you like?
As the local scribe, you know a lot of things, right?
I'd say so. In this province, not a squirrel farts without my knowing.
Right. So, if I needed to get something, you'd certainly be able to tell me where, right?
Depends on what you're looking for. Don't involve me with anything dishonorable.
No, don't worry. I'm just looking for some armor.
Armor? Well, unless you want to join von Burgau's retinue, I don't think I can help you. But try Radovan, the blacksmith in Tachov. He might at least sell you an iron helmet.
You don't know of anything better?
Aha. So, the good man is a connoisseur, eh? And how would Prince Brunswick's armor suit you?
Whose armor?
Oh, it's just a local legend.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
That may be true. But even the finest armor has to pass through the hands of the master blacksmith who forged it. Well, I might be only an apprentice, but that's all the more reason I should take an interest in such things and learn something.
Aiming a bit high, starting with knightly armor, aren't you? How about starting with horseshoe nails, eh?
Excuse me?
All right, no need to lose your temper, I'll tell you. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off
Мы
to
тоже
find it.
будем, да?
Look, enough talking. Do you know where I can find Brunswick's armor or not?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armor, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
And how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold, your prize
Осталось
awaits.
найти вот это
Pass
все.
through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone. Behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock. A subtle niche, yet deeper still. A place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armor gleaming still.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Bloody hell. I think I know where it is.
Really? Well, seems you've got something between your ears then, lad. And you know what? I've got something else for you.
Так.
Sir George, who previously owned the armor, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too. But he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armor, but this is certainly true because I have a copy of George's order here. Here, take it as a keepsake. And now go.
Надо к нему. Ладно, пойдем туда.
You shouldn't be loitering around here.
Окей. Прикольно они сделали зайцем.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
God be with you.
У меня обувь какая-то есть, да, какие-то чапы есть. Ну, пойдем пробовать кузнецом, наверное. Может, что и выйдет. Писец. Не знаю, буду ли я ими заниматься, этой сушкой трав. Посмотрим. Я еще чапать и чапать. Ну, что поделаешь. Бежим. Другого выбора и нету. Добро пожаловать, друзья. Всем приятного просмотра. Полями, лесами.
Stop, man! Your purse! I beg your pardon? This is a robbery! But Is anything not clear? Fuck! I'll kill you! Help!
Huh?
Oh! You wanna try me?
Да. Я тебя ёбну, дружище. Я на контратаках буду ебашить. Подожди, энергия восстановлена. Ай, попал, пидорас. Да пиздец. Сука. Ну, бля. И далеко меня отцелило. Я, пожалуй, сразу, наверное, пойду. Поехали.
Don't cause any trouble.
Одеться надо. Не хочу пока.
Got it?
Greetings.
Свое колющее вы можете отремонтировать, заточив на это позволит не тратить на работу для пищи. Осторожно перемещайте лезвие, просящим с неправильным было, если...
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Я ее заточить хотел. Что, нельзя точить? 72. Давай. Давай посмотрим, затащил ли вообще. 78, хорошо. А у меня есть набор портного. Применить. То, что я нашел, вот можно. Давай точить дальше. Долго ж будем мы точить, наверное. Что, новый ножик? О, прекрасно. Давай начать, давай это будем тоже точить. Я понял. Давай остановимся. Привет, привет. А мне куда я чапать должен был? Что-то метку. А, есть метка. Буква Б. Куда? Я ушел, все. Может, сейчас получится грохнуть этих двоих, было бы хорошо. Ну, меч заточил, броню чуть-чуть починил. Мне вот со второго бы броню, щит бы снять, было бы вообще хорошо.
Something wrong? Soon will be. Can I be of any help? You can pray. What? Say. Somebody! Bastard! To hell with you! Show your stuff! Fuck yourself! I'm all yours!
Мне вот этого надо сразу, надо было бы
you whore son. Show your stuff.
Пизда.
You wanna try me?
Есть. Есть. Пиздец. Повезло. Могу инвентарь открыть? Не могу, окей. Есть. Сука. Есть. Ты заёб, у меня энергия кончается. Есть. Я резал. Блять. Как так получилось? Бля. Ранен. Пиздец. Подожди, я могу применить сейчас? Что, у меня нету с собой? Пиздец. Блять, он отъедет, нет? Пизда. Черт, ебан. Бля, я их захуярю. Все, спасибо. Я сразу помчал, короче, туда.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems. God be with you. How's the watch going?
Давай. Я понял. Заебался, молюсь. Все, окей, вываливаем. А?
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Да, я вас не трогаю. Мне нахер надо. Так, у меня повязки были, почему? Набор портного. Так, давай сначала оденемся. Оденем штаны нищего. Есть получше. Охотничий пояс. Получше есть.
trouble. Got it?
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Теперь идем ученицы. Борт портного. Вот это, вот это, вот это. Что он полностью починил, повезло, значит. Да? Мои шмотки 70, 100, 100. В идеале, считай. Так, мне надо сейчас пробовать этого валить. Рта. Одного, а с тем будем пробовать еще раз. Надо будет без брони этого сейчас грохнуть, а потом уже того, потому что вдвоем как-то так себе. Можно, конечно, просто пройти, но не. Хочу с него броню собрать. И уже в броне бегать. Тем более игра тут позволяет, предоставляет. Может, что и вырубим с этого, потому что хрен его знает. Всем приятного просмотра и добро пожаловать, друзья. Вон они, эти два. Черта. Так, которая там...
I'll kill ya!
Дружище,
I've been waiting for you.
мне бы не помешала твоя помощь.
You're a dead man.
Я? Только не говори, что я. Пизда. Пизда. Пиздец. Хорош, режь его. Режь его. Хорош.
You can't stand up to this. I'll slice you up. Yeah, don't spare him. Gotcha, fuck.
Души его. Е, хорош. Благодарю.
Holy shit! That was a close one.
Согласен.
Thank you, my friend. You showed up at the perfect time.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd have done the same for me.
That I would. Take this. I would have lost a lot more if it wasn't for you. And thank you again.
20 денежек. Хорошо. А у них там, блядь, тесаки и все остальное должно быть. О! Взять! Взять! Ты мне скажи, с чем ты бегал. Ну, не уверен, что меня это волнует сильно. Но топор возьму. Так, боевой меч получше, я думаю, будет, да? Чем это? Да. Применить. Нормалек. О. Японцы мягкие. Так, у меня одежда херовенькая, единственное, что давай набор портного, те вещи, в которые я могу. Ну ладно. Кузница герба выбрала. Ну чуть-чуть, да, получше. Ну, теперь мы нормально. Ранение в голову. Применится, интересно, к нему. Два груши весит полкилограмма, выкинуть. Оставить, ладно. 40 это оставим, 8, 9, 3 за 8. 30. Блин, 5 факелов, нахера мне столько? Ставим один. Еще 4 килограмма, еще надо дропнуть. 10 за 40. 1 за 9, 1 за 8. 5 за 40. Ну и 5 за 10. Все. О! Нормального рыцаря похож. Поэтому будем двигаться в ту сторону, но уже не сейчас, будем сохранить. Да, хорошо. Давай. Окей. Поэтому всем огромное спасибо за просмотр. Подписывайтесь, комментируйте, ставьте лайки. Всем до встречи на следующих сериях, стримах, видосах.